Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Trails of Cold Steel. It's me, your host, Logic Blade, and we're back at it again after starting Chapter 4 in earnest. Last time around, we handled some midterms. That was a lot of fun, but it seems like the class did well, thanks to our help as the amazing instructors we are. In any case, we might as well continue on. There's a lot of mysteries still abound, and hopefully this free day will help us answer a few more of them. So we've received our tasks for the day, but before we take care of any of those, we have to start with a bath. Might be nice to soak before starting the day. I'm used to this, but it still feels really great, especially all that happened this week. Between the test results, the Soldot training, and the special training at the end of this week, I hope the students can enjoy themselves today. Oh, somebody came in on the other side. This presence. It must be Schwarzer. You guessed it. But hey, sensing people's supposed to be my thing. You can't go into the bath with your glasses on. They'll get fogged up. This really is a great bath. It took a miracle to get it renovated, but it was well worth it. I kind of figured you footed the bill. Seems like you really like this. Have you ever been to an onsen before? Yes, I had the chance while I was on leave from the military last year. I went to Michelin's resort, and your snowy hometown as well. Oh, wait, what? I also went to a little-known hot spring, deep in the mountains that the bears often use. It was facing a cliff, with the ocean waves crashing below. You seem to enjoy hot springs yourself. Any places you'd recommend? Well, it's not the season for it, but on that mission last year, I went to Ulster after. Buried among a sea of trees and some ruins was a bath called the Hidden Sylphid Lagoon. Oh. That sounds quite interesting. Could you tell me more about it? Well, actually, just before that... Well, I did know about your hometown before, but I never thought you'd be so knowledgeable about it. Let us meet again soon to discuss. Next time, we'll talk without a wall between us. No, if we meet in the bath, I think it's better that there's a wall between us. But in any case... Oh? What is it? No, it might just be my imagination, but... Have you been refining your ki? Oh no, it's just... I was wondering because I thought you said something about working on yourself when we were confronting the saint. It's fine. I'll see you at the briefing later. Schwarzer. Your master, Yunkov Phi, also trained the Divine Blade of Wind, Arios McLean. Have you heard from him? And have you heard from Cassius Bright of Liberal as well? Huh? No, the master's traveling right now. And I don't exactly keep in touch with his other two students. I see. In that case, pray to the goddess to achieve your highest form. The 8 leaves 1 blade form is full of mysteries, after all. I don't really get it, but I feel like I stepped on a hornet's nest. Master Yun, and the 2 legendary swordsmen. Well, 1 legendary swordsman and Cassius motherfucking Bright, who's never gonna pick up a sword again. Anyway. let's go pick up a few character notes while we're wandering around here. Our first stop is the bookstore Carnegie. And we see Tatiana still as interested in books as ever. And we got a character note for that. We also want to stop in at the boutique here. And talk to Wayne. He seems to be pretty interested in these palms. Nothing wrong with liking cute things. Alrighty then. So our next visit is actually checking on Jingo here. Oh, a customer. Actually, I got a new card case this morning, even though it's secondhand. Want to buy it? Huh? A card case? Yeah, it's to keep playing cards in. But it's military specs, so it has a bulletproof feature as well. So, even on the battlefield you can play cards with this. Oh wow, that's what it does? You'll win with this for sure. So, what do you say? Come on, buy it already. Well, I guess we'll buy it. Alright, well guess I'll buy it then. Great, thank you. Bought a card case for 5,000 Mira. I see, it's pretty stylish. Oh, and there's a deck of cards in here too. Oh, I didn't even check which deck. Let me take a quick look here. Oh, this is what we call an antique deck. These were popular about 100 years ago, so there's 36 cards in each suit. Oh, if I had noticed it was in there, I wouldn't have given it for that cheap a price. Well in that case, maybe I should give it back. No, this happened because I still need practice. But I feel like somebody at the school wanted a deck like this. Who would want this at our school? Well, whatever. As long as my customers are happy. Take good care of it, okay? Will do. Precious cards started. Alrighty then, so... as you can see, that's the weirdest way to start a quest I've ever seen, but hey, that's just how it goes. But there is someone in school who's interested in buying one of these, so let's look around, see if we can find who wants it. And yes, I do know who wants it. I'm not being that absurd. Oh, looks like the Light Music Club's practicing here. And they got quite a few fans. It's really disappointing that I can interrupt their performance like that, but whatever. Anyway, there's someone sitting in the computer lab here all by himself. It's Stark. What's he up to? I can't find it in any of the second-hand shops across the capital. Man, who would have thought it'd be this hard to find? Stark, are you looking for something? Yeah, actually there's something I can't find anywhere. This rare antique deck of cards. Although it's super old, it has a stupidly high value to people like me, although they're not that expensive. Huh. If he's the one that Jingo was talking about earlier, then... should I show them to Stark? Maybe we might as well. Hey, why don't you take a look at these? They aren't what you're looking for, are they? Rean showed him the card case. Oh, that card case. I don't remember it seeing before, but... here, take a look inside. Oh, what's this? These are them! These are the cards! I thought I lost this deck 10 years ago! But I never thought this day would come! To find the exact same deck as these. It's the same one? Yeah, actually this was something I treasured from my brother long ago. But my father accidentally sold it to a pawn shop a few years ago. Oh, so that's what happened. Such a silly story, isn't it? If I had taken better care of it, this never would have happened. Man, seeing these cards again makes me think back to Jirai. My brother was the smartest, strongest guy I knew, but he was also really crafty. He's 4 years older than me. I wonder how many times he tricked people with this exact deck. Oh, so he's a bit of a delinquent? Is he still in Jirai? No. 1 year ago in the Civil War, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Stark's brother, who's 4 years older than him? Well, that aside, where in the world did you find these, instructor? Well, I happened to buy the card case at 9vol. And the deck just happened to be inside the case. The previous owner must have put the cards in the case before selling them. I see, they were in the case. Wow, I can't believe it was right here, in such a blind spot. Well, I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Here, take it, case included. What? No, man, I can't just take that from you. No, don't worry about it. They belong to you after all. I'm happy to take them, but I can't just take them for free. They're probably worth 100,000 Mira, after all, if you were able to sell them. 100,000 Mira? Yeah, I've been saving up to buy them back, actually. In case I ever happen to find them somewhere again. So please, understand my feelings. Huh. So, you can either accept his 100,000 Mira, or you can refuse, because that is a lot of Mira to be taken from a student. And to be honest, I would feel very uncomfortable about taking that, so no, we're just giving them to him for free. No, I can't accept it. But how about we place a bet? A bet? I'm gonna toss a 50 Mira coin in the air and catch it. And you can guess what hand it's in. If you guess wrong, you have to take the cards for free. Well, that's... Alright then. But if I guess right, you have to accept the 100,000 Mira. Sounds like a deal. Here we go. So, which is it? The hand the 50 Mira coin is in, the left or the right? Huh. This is that person's famous trick. He must be testing me, but I already know the trick. And I saw the coin fall out of his hand. So therefore, the answer must be... It's not in either hand. It's not in either of your hands, is it? Alright, let's check. It's not in the right hand, and it's definitely not in the left. That's for sure. What? Surprising, isn't it? I don't blame you for thinking that was the trick, though. Jeez, you got me good. You must have used 2 coins, and then let one drop. That's the idea. Huh, not bad, Instructor Rean. You might be even better at this than Crow. Well, I don't know about that. So, you do know Crow, then. I bet your brother knew him well, being 4 years older than you, living in Jirai, after all. Yeah, well, he taught me all sorts of things in Jirai. Although, I never heard from him after he left. When he left Jirai, That was when he was 13, right? Yeah, it was when his beloved grandfather, the mayor, passed away. I was only 8 years old at the time, so I didn't have any strong feelings about it. But I still regret not saying anything to him when he left. Ever since then, I've always sort of felt like I've been living in his shadow. I started to think that even more during the Civil War, hearing rumors of the Azure Knight. When I finally found out that his identity was Crow. Well, that's enough for now, I think. I see. Huh. You did a really good job investigating what really happened. That's thanks to Crow, too. By the way, when I decided to enter the school, I heard about you, Instructor. And when we have a chance, I'd love to hear more about Crow. I never thought I'd be discussing him together. I'd like to hear a bit more about his past as well. So yeah, let's definitely meet up. And you can tell me more about what you remember about him. Yeah, that sounds great. And I'm not going to lose this deck again. Instructor, thank you so much. No, not at all. That masked man, it can't be Crow, but... Precious cards complete. And we receive 5,000 Mira. Which is basically what we spent for the case, so... We also got 4 bonus AP for doing that. The quest is originally only worth 1. But if you're giving it to him for free, you get a nice story moment. So I think it's well worth the time. Anyway, we got a few more side quests to do. Let's check in at the bakery next. Sounds like Lisa has a quest for us. Oh, welcome, Instructor. Did you come here after seeing my request? Yeah, could you give me some more details about what you need? I do love talking about bread, but... Sounds like there's something you're desperately looking for. That's right. This is a personal request of mine, but... It's a bit like trying to catch a cloud. I'm debating if I should even ask you to do this. Hey, you don't have to worry about asking, at least. How about you just tell me what it is, and we'll see what we can do from there. I suppose so. Well, you're aware that I'm not from Leaves originally, right, Instructor? I came here to open the shop just last spring. Yes, I had heard that. But then you've gotten so popular, people from all over the Empire come to eat here. It's a humbling experience, but it's true. About 2 years before that, I came to visit Leaves for the first time. And I had some bread that was so delicious, that made me decide to open a bakery here with him. Him? Is he your travel date? Well, that's... He was my boyfriend, but we're engaged now. Oh, really? This is the first I've heard that she's engaged. But I thought you were running this shop by yourself. Yes, well, we promised to open the shop together, but... One thing led to another, and now it's just me and Leaves running the shop. But recently I got a strange letter from him. He said he got me a celebratory gift for opening the store. But only if I could solve the mystery that he included in the letter. He put a mystery in his letter? That's kind of unusual, isn't it? Well, he is a rather playful person. I'm not in any rush, but I was hoping you could help me with it. It is a gift from her fiancé. I don't blame her for being curious. I don't think it's a ring, though. Yeah, if there's anything I can do to help. Oh, that's great. I can't go myself because the store is open, but I want to know what it is so badly. Please, take a look at this letter. Alright, let's take a look. To Lisa. You must be busy with the opening of your new bakery, but if you have time, I was wondering if you could follow along. The clue is, the place we went to visit as travelers, the place where we left our secret. A gift will be waiting for you there. I see. It certainly is a mystery. The place we went to visit as travelers. So if I think of the first place you think of when you go to visit Leaves... Instructor, Do you have an idea? Well, I might. If I'm guessing right, the gift should be there. I'll let you know if I find it. Oh, this is kind of embarrassing, but I'll be counting on you, instructor. Lisa's search started. Well, where would you visit as travelers first? Naturally, the first place you think of is the train station. After all, you have to take the train to get here, after all. I mean, you could take the highway, but if you're visiting as travelers, train transport's so much easier. Place we went to visit as travelers, it said. Leave Station is the first place any traveler usually stops. It's the way I got here when I first came to the city. How nostalgic. The place we went to visit as travelers. The place where we left our secret. So a place where they left their secret. Huh. Let's take a look around. Well, there's a shiny thing right there. Memory book. Please write down anything you think of during your travels. Oh, so this is a book travelers can use to write as they something... So this is a book that travelers can use to write something as they pass through. The place where we left our secret. I wonder if those two wrote something here. Let's flip back 2 years. Oh, there it is! I took a couple days off work to come for a trip to Leaves. What a cozy and cute town. Julian, our dream is to open a bakery. This town is much more tight-knit than the capital. I hope we find a good property here. Well, the rest is pretty standard. Raise a shining cup to a sky. Let's raise it. A shining cup to the sky. She said okay over after all. That's top secret. Lisa, no need to be embarrassed. I'm not. I don't get it either, but it seems like they were having fun at least. So this letter might be pointing to the mystery item then. A shining cup to the sky. I wonder what that place could be. Let's take a look. So, a shining cup to the sky. That doesn't sound like it'd ring any bells. But then you remember what the symbol of Adios is. The Grail. So, shining cup to the sky. Let's head to the church. Raise a shining cup to the sky. It must be talking about the Septian Church's symbol. Maybe the pastor will know more about it if I ask. Oh, can I help you? Actually, I had something to ask you. Did a traveler leave something with you 2 years ago? Or anything like that? It would have been a couple visiting town. Oh, yes, I do remember them. They came to the church to see it, fawning over each other. I remember them well. I believe the man's name was Julian, and he had just proposed. They consulted with me because they thought they might have the ceremony here. I see. The note did say something about her saying yes. That woman runs the bakery in town now, and she comes for worship from time to time. Yeah, she seems to move to Leaves after falling in love with the place. Although it seems like Julian can't be here yet. Yes, seems like it. Pastor? Oh, sorry, it's nothing. By the way, Julian did leave a letter with me just before he left. He mentioned that someday someone would come asking about it. Well, that day seems to have come, so go ahead and take it. Alright, I guess I will. Very well then. The person in question did ask you after all. It sounds like you're helping Lisa out then. That's right. Well, thank you. Here you go. Alright then. Lisa, I believe with all my heart we will one day live in this town together. That's why I'm entrusting this with him. The watchman on the small hill. This happiness will last forever. Julian. This is entrusted with him, so the president has been in leaves for 2 years then. This is certainly an unexpected development. But eternal happiness, that gives me an uncomfortable feeling somehow. Did you figure something out? Yeah, I think I've got it. Let me think about those words some more. The watchman on the small hill. And a small hill and leaves would be left on that slope. Could it be that place? So, they're being obnoxiously cryptic. But they're talking about the garden and leaves here. As you can see, it is kind of on a hill. Not that it's much of a hill. Yeah, I think that's a dumb hint, but whatever. This is sort of a small hill, and the tree must be the watchman. The watchman on the small hill. That could mean this place. Should we have a look? Rean received permission to investigate the tree, and after a little bit of digging, he found a small treasure box. I never thought I'd actually find something buried here. Julian, he's a funny guy. Well, I think I found it. I should call Lisa. Oh, it was in a place like this? Wow, how could he go through so much trouble for this? Hey Lisa, can you open it? Yeah. Well then... Lisa? Oh, it's nothing. I just thought it had been a while since then. Lisa opened the small chest. Inside was a small, beautiful bottle with a letter inside. To my beloved Lisa, by the time you see this, you will have already opened your bakery. If that is so, let me congratulate you. You made our dreams come true. All of my blessings. But I need to apologize for not being by your side when you opened this. I must have left you alone, and for that I am so sorry. All I want to do is make you happy, to see your smiling face, never to make you cry. It doesn't make up for being gone, but please take the herb in this package. It is a good herb that I got in my previous job. I think it will go with your bread well. I pray you do not fear for me. I will love you for eternity. Julian. Oh, Julian. Wow, to say all of this? It's so like you. I got an uncomfortable feeling about all this. Is Julian... I'm so sorry, instructor. I've been hiding the truth this whole time. Julian was so smart and kind, but he was born in a poor family. So he had to go to work for an office in a rural area to earn a scholarship. And after that, he had to pay off even more debt, so he ended up enlisting in the military for a few years. But he'd promised he'd leave after 2 years and open the bakery with me. No. Well, one day he was called in for duty, and he didn't come home. It's already been 1.5 years. So he did pass away. Maybe it felt like my soul had been ripped out. I felt like that for a whole year. It was so hard to continue living alone, and I thought about running away from the room that we had shared together. And so, even though I said I would wait, I decided to come to Leaves to open the bakery. But I had always felt regret, like I broke our promise. But after reading this, I feel like he's forgiven me. Yeah. I think Julian really, truly wished for your happiness. So much so that he prepared all this, in case something were to happen to him in the military. He had predicted you'd be unsure of what to do. He really wanted to make the bakery into your own bakery, just for the two of you. Oh? Well, that's just what I think. but I think that these herb seeds are part of that message. I see. This letter was actually found during an estate sale by the family. It was really like a letter he had sent me a year and a half ago. But the way that I'm running my own bakery now, it's just like he said in the letter. So, it feels like I've received his last wish. Thank you, instructor, for finding this for me. I'll be counting on you even more now when I reset my bakery now. It's a really odd choice of words. Lisa. Of course. Please, rely on me for support if you ever need it. Quest. Lisa's search complete. And we got some things. I don't know what these things are. Oh, they're special pancakes. And we also got 5,000 Mira. So that was a pretty useful trip. We got one more side quest to take care of. So let's head on over to the radio station. We're dealing with some heavy events from characters here. Let's see if Monk has something a bit more casual for us. Hey, Rean! Did you happen to see Celestine's request? Yeah, it sounded like you were having trouble with the radio broadcast. It might take a while to explain. Do you have the time? I know how busy you are, so I won't force you. He sounds pretty worried about this. There might be something I can do to help. I should at least hear him out. Well, I can at least listen to what you have to say. It sounded like something disturbing was said on a radio broadcast. Yeah, that's right. Do you know about Trista Radio's early morning broadcast? It's a radio drama. A radio drama? You guys even have something like that? But no, I don't really have time to listen to radio in the morning. I see. That's probably a good thing. Oh? Oh. The program is called Eternal Noin, and it's a drama with adventurous acting. It started this spring, and is becoming more and more popular with the listeners. So, I decided to broadcast a special edition called Golden Time, to coincide with the Solstice Festival in the capital. Huh, wow, I've never heard about that, but it sounds pretty cool. So, what's the problem? Well, actually, there was a problem with the actors scheduled to play the heroine and the main character. They were from a certain theater company, but they ended up hospitalized from food poisoning. That sounds like pretty bad luck. Wait, I think I know where you're going with this. Yep, I was hoping that you could serve as the replacement. No way. No way, I'm not an actor. And I've never been able to put on a convincing show for drama fans. You have to be kidding me. I think the fans would be happier to hear your voice. There are actually quite a few replacements in this industry. Don't worry, I'll guide you in the acting. And I really think this is a character you can pull off, Rean. Well, even if you say that... Hey, didn't you say the heroine was also in this hospital? Yeah, well, about that. Each episode of the show is episodic in an omnibus format. And we have several scripts available, so we have some flexibility. I actually have a friend who could fit that part perfectly. Okay, cool. Just use that person then. Hey, wait a second here. We're just starting to get more popular. This would really help us out. I've been preparing for something like this ever since I was a student. And just like Aubin Time, I don't like to do boring, regular old broadcasts. I want the listener to have fun. Huh. Well, at least he's able to be convincing like an actor. It might be hard for this friend of his to play the role of heroine, too. Alright, you got me. I don't know how good I'll be, though. Oh, thanks, Rean. I don't know how to thank you enough. We don't have much time, right? Should we get started? Do you have someone in mind to play the heroine? Oh, right. Well, first of all, I should tell you about the plot. It's set in a fictional kingdom in the Middle Ages. The main character's name is Noin, and he's an agent working for the princess. He has a unique background, a special outfit, and he studied the way of the sword in the East. This is kind of concerning, in several ways. The audience really counts on the heroine in each episode. First off was a troublemaker, a petite engineer named Femi. Next is a gorgeous female merchant with a distinctive accent, Berta. And then there's the female researcher Nanai, who worked at a hospital that was taken over by a pharmaceutical company. And lastly, there's the sister Lise, who's in the special order of the church. We have scripts prepared for episodes with each of those characters. Let me guess who you had in mind for inspiration as each of those characters. The engineer is Mint, the merchant is Becky, the researcher is Linde, and of course the sister is Rosine. Yep. And I'd like to ask you to pick one of them to cast. Select whoever you think's best. Alright, I'll go out and ask right away. You need to make preparations for recording in the meantime, right? Yep, I'm counting on you. Alright. This actually sounds like a lot of fun. So we have our choice of 4 girls. Becky, Linde, Mint, and Rosine. Depending on the ones you choose, you can get a special quartz from each of them. However, the quartz I want is the one I'll get for choosing Rosine, so... Sorry, everyone. I know you wanted to see Becky, or Mint, or Linde. I apologize. I'll make a save up. I don't have the, I don't even have the script translated for all of the other characters. Yeah. There's only a script for one character here. That's kind of unfortunate. But I will make a save here just in case. And if there is any interest in seeing what the lines look like for any of the other ones, I'll have that prepared just in case. So let's go find Rosine. Oh, what's up, Rean? You look like you have something specific you want to ask me. Right on the nose. So, Monk thinks we can ask Rosine to play the sister from the Hidden Society in the radio drama. I am the only one who knows her true identity, I believe. Well, actually I need to ask you a favor. Oh, I had heard of that program, because I do get up rather early, but you're asking for me? No, it's totally a coincidence that character happens to be in a secret society, too. You'd be part of... what was it called again? The Red Moon Zero? So they must be a camouflaged part of the church as well, then. In any case, understood. I'll make sure I get permission from the head. If there's no problem there, I'll help you out for sure. Understood. Thanks a lot. The head. I wonder who that is. I'm sure Ian would love that. I mean, she let Mick write Carnelia after all. So Rosine and Rean went back to the radio studio to begin. Monk handed them the script, and after reading it over 2 or 3 times, they began their recording. Incidentally, the church's secret chaplain was known as the Rose of the Red Moon. A little bit on the nose, aren't you there, Monk? and Rean and Rosine fill the role of main character and heroine perfectly. They stumbled over a few of the lines, but the recording started better than expected. And after recording progressed steadily for a while, it came to the climactic scene. Alright, this is the climactic scene at the castle at night. The heroine, Lise, is fulfilling the role of chivalry in the church by preventing the resurrection of sealed demons. When she faces the main character Noin, she finally cooperates and saves the demon. Try putting your own spin on the bravery in the scene. Our own spin, huh? Rosine, do you think you can do it? I think I can imagine it. I'll attack him here. When I give you a chance, go for it, Noin. No, you fool. I should be the one to lure him out. You just don't get it. Neither do you. And this is the last scene. The demon is finally revived. While trying to carry out a secret art to seal him, Lise ends up becoming possessed by the demon. Lise begs Noin to destroy her, and Noin says just one word to her. Is this really a coincidence? This sounds like a real exorcism. I'm the heroine. I need to decide how to play the part. So the options are, ask him to destroy me with a faint smile, or the second one. Oh, it doesn't tell me what the second one is. In any case, because the first one is translated, that's the one we want to do. We want him to ask him to destroy me with a faint smile. I am no more than an empty shell. My soul is dedicated to the goddess. Finally, my long-awaited reunion with the demon has occurred. I am the Starcup Knight. If the rumors are true, I'll need to concentrate. If I were really him. So, you want to choose the second option here? Provoke her by giving an encouraging speech. I'm disappointed that a knight of the church doesn't even live up to his rumors. He's just gonna ignore the life he has before him and save himself. That's right. I am... And cut. Wow, that was great. I really felt the main character and heroine coming from the both of you. It was a perfect match. Really? It felt sort of real in a sense. Oh, it's thanks to the great storytelling that we were able to get into the part. Despite a few twists and turns, recording finished in about an hour. Rean and Rosine finished their parts and left the radio station. Oh, I can't thank you two enough. I'm going to edit the show now. I think you'll be as good as the previous ones, though. I honestly don't know how I can compare to a professional actor. I was pretty uneasy during it, but that kind of fiction's pretty fun. I'm glad to hear you say that. Although I didn't want it to be too absurd, or I'd feel bad for the Septian Church. After all, there is a precedent for the role of Rose in this scene. I decided to make this into an episode. Huh, I see. That's pretty crazy. But isn't the character placement a coincidence? Well, at least the way both characters speak is pretty similar to myself and Rean. Of course, we're different inside. Well, it's exactly as you say. I took you and all the graduates as inspiration for my characters and added my own flair. Since everyone's doing so well for themselves, I thought they would make great models for characters. I thought so. Well, I'll report about the drama to the pastor. I was thinking about having the Sunday school kids listen to it, if it's not too difficult of a story. Well, as long as the kids are older, it should be fine. quest. Radio drama performance complete. Oh man, that's amazing. And for our trouble, we got the Shining SR Quartz, and 5,000 Mira. And 2 extra AP for doing it right. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I really would like to see all the other ones translated at some point. Maybe I'll try doing that script translation thing that I saw earlier. Maybe I'd be able to make that work. But that's only when I have time for it. Anyway, that's it for all the quests. Let's go ahead and do some bonding events. I'm gonna go check in with Altina, because I really like Altina. Oh, this isn't bad. Altina, what do you have there? This is something Milliam gave me during a break in our last training. It's a toy camera that she found when she was on a mission for the division somewhere. Oh, and it's a black rabbit. That's perfect for you then. And it's a gift from Milliam. You really like her, don't you? Well, I don't know. In terms of specs though, it's about the same as the Arcus 2 camera. But she was really excited, and said, "Show it to me next time we meet." So I figured I'd better use it, or it'd be a pain. Well, just make sure you don't trip while you're using it. There's no need to worry about that. So, what should I take a picture of next? It is great weather for a photo shoot, and it'd be a nice change of pace after the exams. Oh yes, I'm gonna take pictures with Altina. Sounds like fun. Can I come with you to take some pictures? I'm pretty curious to see how good the pictures that it takes are. Oh, that's fine. Well then, how about you give me some advice for some good locations to shoot? Got it. Alright, let's get going then. After that, Rean and Altina went around Leaves, and the rest of the school, finding spots to take photos. Rule of thirds, Altina! Rule of thirds! Now that's a good shot. Yeah, she's getting better at this. Don't know how she'd take that pic from that angle though, but whatever. Alright, got it. Oh, let me see. Oh, not bad. The image quality isn't stellar, but the shot's really good. Yeah, the quality seems to have been suppressed by some extent. But this isn't bad. It's a pretty unique toy camera. So the camera's a black rabbit design. Did she happen to buy a white one as well? Yeah, I believe she did. Milliam really likes this kind of thing. Oh, that's a shot we took together when she gave us the camera. She was being as pushy as ever. She always tried to be a big sister to me. I don't know what to do with her. I don't think that's a bad thing. But the pictures both you and Milliam take really aren't bad, are they? They both have properly captured facial expressions. You think so? It's a strange feeling for someone like me to take pictures like that. No, it's because it's someone like you. After all, you've experienced so many things with so many people. All of Class 7, and the branch school. Oh. Yeah. That might be true. Afterwards, Rean noticed that there was still one picture Altina hadn't taken yet. And so, they decide to go take one of the other Class 7 members and the swimming club. And cheese! Let me see. Oh. Instructor, how is it? Oh, no problem. Everyone looks great. Milliam will be so happy to see it. Well, that's good then. Alright, next one you should be in. Right, here goes. Afterwards, Altina promised to hand out copies of the pictures later, and they split up. That was adorable. We can get more of that, please. And we got Max Bond with Altina. That was cute. That was so cute. Alrighty then. For our next bonding event, let's check in with Yuna. I'm not just doing this because it's on the script. My choices are Altina, Yuna, Ash, Toa, and I can choose either Eustace or Gaius. But let's see what Yuna's doing. Looks like she's cooking up a storm. Alright, got the flour, got the yeast, and there's the Armorca honey and Berea hard rock salt that we ordered. We're all set with the ingredients. Yuna, I didn't expect you to be in the kitchen. Oh, I asked for the space for a bit today. I thought I'd try making some homemade pretzels today. Pretzels? Those are the baked sweetbreads that are tied in a knot, right? They're somewhat popular in the Empire. Is that the case in Crossbell too? Yeah, it's pretty popular there too. My little siblings love them. I looked it up. It seems like the Solstice Festival occurs differently across the Empire. I thought it'd be nice to send some souvenirs back to my family, along with the pretzels. Yeah, that sounds great. The cheesecake was so good yesterday. I'm sure these will be awesome too. Well, to be honest, this is my first time making them. But if they end up good, I'll give you a sample too. Maybe I could help out with this. Hey, Yuna, do you mind if I give you a hand? Huh? Actually, when I was a student, I remember being asked to gather the ingredients for making pretzels once. But this would be my first time actually trying to make them. I feel like I want to give it a try. And I feel like it would be a good way to thank your family for all their help during our travels there. Oh, I see. Yeah, that might be good. Ooh, my throat's getting dry. Did you know that the pretzels are made different between the Empire and Crossbell? Oh, is that so? Well, you'll see once we make them. Alright, let's get started. I'm gonna work you to the bone. And so, Rean and Yuna started making pretzels together. Hey, instructor, it's getting lumpy. Go faster, and put more of a rhythm into it. Got it. So, next we need the oven to preheat, but it might be a while before the dough sets. Yep, that's why I already prepared this fermented batch ahead of time. What, are we on a cooking show? Hey, when did you... This was left over from when we were making the cake yesterday. So while the new dough is setting, let's practice cutting this up. Huh, this is tricky. Just like this. Alright, please make a bunch. Aren't those kind of small? Pretzels are usually bigger, aren't they? It's fine like this. Alright, let's make them and get started. That's a tiny oven. All set. All that's left now is to cover them with honey and rock salt. Alright, that should do it. Alright! They look really good. Alright, and now for the taste test. Crunch. Haha, that's the flavor. I never thought they would end up this good. The subtle sweetness, the texture and flavors are all exquisite. My hands just want to go and grab another one. I know, right? What a huge success. I realized it when I was researching it. It seems that these pretzels were originally made in the Empire as well. And Crossbell took the recipe and added the honey and some Eastern spices. Oh, really? That's a pretty interesting story. In that sense, it's a food born from the two cultures of the Empire and Crossbell. That's true. So that's why I just had to try making them myself. And one day, the problem between Crossbell and the Empire will be solved. Oh, what am I saying now? Yuna. And then, one day, the people of Crossbell and the Empire can smile together. I started to feel like that future might actually be out there. I see. So she's been looking for that answer ever since she said those words that day. Oh right, now's my chance. Hey, instructor, I wanted to take this chance to... Rean, no, stop. Thank you. Hearing you say that makes me proud as a member of the Empire. I'll lend you my strength, so that one day we might be able to find what you're searching for. What? What? I swear to Adios, you... I was almost able to say it to you. Stop being so oblivious. Say it? Say what exactly? Nothing at all. Huh. I don't really get it, but... You've become able to turn with a good face, Yuna. Rean spent a bit more time with Yuna, and then left the kitchen. And we got her to max bonding points as well. So, go us. Anyway, let's make a call on Arcus too. I want to see what Eustace is up to. From Eustace. Subject. What a bother. It's rare for me to send a message, isn't it? I trust everything is going well after Lemaire. I've been putting out fires with Patrick and Milliam since then. Furthermore, I've been working as the Duke's agent, so I don't have any time for rest. But because of certain troubles, I've come to the capital. I suppose it was unavoidable. Well, I'm sure you have your own duties keeping you busy as well. Acting Duke. That's not something I could ever imagine doing. He must be so busy. But I wonder what this trouble was that he mentioned in the city. Maybe I could help Eustace if he's in trouble. It's pretty easy to get to the capital by bike. Maybe I should go offer a hand. Ring up Eustace on the Arcus too. Hey, Eustace. Rean? What's this about? It just sounded like there's some trouble based on your message. I can head to the capital easily. Do you need some help? You're the same as ever, aren't you? But yes, actually, there is some confusion here. What do you mean? I hate to ask, but if you have the time to help, I'd appreciate it. I'm heading there by car now. How about I give you the details when we meet? I can pick you up. Okay, sure. After that, Eustace's limousine arrived and leaves in no time at all. Wow, Eustace, that was fast. Yes, there's a lot going on. I appreciate the call. I wish I had time to appreciate leaves, though. When we get a chance, I'll show you around next time. So, what exactly is going on? I'll explain it on the way to the capital. For now, let's get in. Oh man, they're even playing the Brayhard music. An arranged marriage? For you? And that's right. I'm renting a hotel room in the capital. Well, formally, it's a gathering of a few rural nobles for a social gathering. But many of them will be introducing me to their daughters. I guess we are getting at the age to thinking about that. But there must be a whole lot more to deal with as a member of one of the four great houses. Yes, especially at this busy time, now I have to start thinking about a wedding? I just can't refuse this either. I'm working as the Deputy Duke now. I see. But what exactly can I do to help you? Well, with you here, I came up with a plan. I honestly wasn't sure whether I even wanted you to carry out this role or not. I'm asking you to make use of your position and title, which I'm sure you're not comfortable with. It's alright, that's not awkward. As long as I can help you out, Eustace, even using that is fine. You don't have to hesitate to ask. I'll help you out at any time. Rean. Sorry. Thanks a lot. Is he gonna say he's like married to Rean or something? Because that would be great. After that, Rean heard Eustace's plan in the limo. And they finally arrived at the hotel in the capital. Oh, Lord Eustace, look over here. Ah, the organizer. Thank you very much for inviting such a young person as me to this event. Oh no, it's our pleasure to welcome one such as you. I am quite impressed how you've handled the role of Deputy Duke, as well as the conference last month. Yes, you are quite the exquisite young man. No, I have a long way to go. And you are? I'm pleased to make your acquaintance, Lord Eustace. Well, actually, my daughter's entering her debut in society now. I'd love it if you could speak to her. Oh, there you are, Lord Eustace. Please, allow me to introduce you to my daughter. She's about the same age as you. Oh wow, you're all quick. But I would love to introduce you to my daughter. Excuse me, before all that. I actually prepared my own surprise without letting any of you know. My good friend is a special guest here today. Oh, a special guest? Who might that be? Okay, sure. Good day, everyone. I'm the son of Baron Schwarzer, Rean Schwarzer. Schwarzer? Can it be? The rumored Ashen Chevalier? I never knew Eustace had a friend as you. Oh, I saw him in pictures. Oh, I'd love your autograph. That's rude, in front of Lord Eustace, no less. Okay. Poor kid. Poor Rean. I feel so bad for him. I'm sorry for making you go through with this. No, this is fine. Let's just find a way to escape together after this. Oh my, Rean. An innocent maiden like Eustace might take your words differently if you're not careful. After that, Eustace and Rean continued fending off the nobles and their daughters at the social event. We somehow managed to get through that. Good work today. But that sounds really difficult. To have the nobles vying with each other to push their daughters onto you? Yes, this sort of thing's happened a few times since I became acting duke. This time was particularly blatant. But your presence there really threw off the atmosphere of the match. Although I was a bit taken aback by how much they were all over you. Yeah, there's no need to thank me. You helped us out so much during the last trip. But I'll admit, I'm worried that the nobles would go through such lengths. Yes, it almost makes up for the fact that Duke Albereo was arrested, and I am the second son, of illegitimate birth. But I suppose that's another part of noblesse oblige. As a person at the corner of the nobility, as someone who can lead the nobility through this chaos, my father cannot fulfill this role. My brother abandoned it as well. Eustace. Don't ever forget that we're all here for you. Myself, Machias, Millium, all of Class 7. Even Angelica and Patrick. Well, not Angelica anymore. When your load gets too heavy, any of us will rush to support you. Rean. I knew that. I knew that from the start. And that's even more reason for me to carry out this duty. Let us continue pushing forward in our own ways, until our determination bears fruit. That day will certainly come. Right. Afterwards, Eustace took Rean back to Leaves in the limo, and he returned to Bereahard for his own duties. And Eustace likes us even more now. So, I have one bonding point left. And I'm gonna go hang out with, Ash, I guess. I know, right? What a boring choice. Anyway, Ash's bonding event isn't translated here, so... Fortunately, you'll have to make do. I mean, I would like to learn more about what he's doing as a pseudo-member of the Intelligence Division, but... you know. We'll never know. I mean, I could skip through all this stuff, but... for anyone who can actually read Japanese, this might be helpful to them. Oh, we went out biking. Interesting. I don't recognize the area too well, but it must just be off the Western Highway in Heimdall here. Oh. That's why you don't speed down the highway, you idiots. Excuse me, that man committed a crime. Let's hunt him down. Attaboy. Wait, Ash? This is quite a surprising event. What the hell? We're being chased by some kid. Hurry, hurry, speed up! Get away from him! What? Doesn't make you go faster. What? Damn it, Rean, why'd you stop me? Because I'm gonna be the cool guy here, not you. I'm your instructor. I don't know what's going on. I do like how their license plates have, like, leaves and Brea heart on them. I mean, buddy, you could try steering. Oh well. That's one way to stop a car. And I feel like that solution was a bit less violent than the previous one. Actually, wait a minute. These assholes riding the stealing the cars in Crossbell? I think it is. I think these are the jerks who we had the whole side quest in Ao no Kiseki about, and they were just stealing people's cars and like joyriding and stuff. The police were getting sick of their shit because they had money. Well, they're in the Empire now. And the Empire is a lot more stringent with their laws than Crossbell could ever be. Gay. Gay. And we got some more bonding points with Ash. So, I mean, that wasn't too bad. And our efforts brought us to the hangar, where we actually want to be. Because we want to do some soldat training. And because there was a chance I could mess this up. Just going to make a save just in case. Alright, I have everyone's slots completed. I really should consider maybe getting some more powerful quartz. I won't worry about that too much. I do want to, now that I thought about it, I do want to equip that new quartz I got from Rosine here. The Shining SR quartz. Oh, I thought it would give a buff to evasion. Still, that's not too bad. More strength, more defense. Doesn't really need the arts as much now, so... Yeah, we'll go with that. And there's Mint. We want to talk with her because we want to do some soldat training. Well, Valikun, does this feel good? Oh, this must be what the humans call a bath or a shower. I see. It might just be my imagination, but it does feel like my mind is more free. Mint, did you wash Valimar? Oh, Rean! I just wanted to try it. He was so dirty, but I got to scrub him off. It was so fun. It was a good experience for me. Maester Mint is always thinking of ways to give me new experiences. Aw, it's nothing. It seems like Valimar has really accepted Mint as a maester. That's adorable. Okay, so I basically created all the things I need. Let's do some soldat training here. Oh, soldat training, right? Let's call Class 7. Yep, this is the third time. I think it would be good to have them face myself and Randy. Okay, I'm gonna call them now. So we can choose a set of 3 for this fight. I'm gonna be choosing, Yuna, Muse, and Ash. Why? Just because. It doesn't really matter all that much. Alright, Rean, I'm counting on you. Same here, Randy. Well, this is gonna be another tough fight. Alright, let's take him out. I'm kind of nervous. I'll be here for support. Don't let them catch you off guard. Alrighty then. Slight damage to both units will be the victory condition. Ready? And go! So we're gonna have Ash run solo for this fight. Make sure I've got Health 3 on, Strength 3 on, and Speed 3 on. That doesn't seem like slight damage. That seems like defeat them. Well, whatever. They're both targeting Muse right now. So we're gonna have to unify our attacks to get rid of one of them as quickly as possible. I'm gonna be focusing on Randy. In his neutral stance, the arms are his weak point. And it looks like that hasn't changed since the last time we fought him. And since Muse is getting double targeted here, it's best to just guard. Alright then, Randy's in the stance now. Luckily we still have his weak point saved from the last time we fought him. Chesto! Ooh. Ooh. Damn, that's fast. Rean, why are you being so fast? Yeah, it might be a bad idea to be playing this defensively. But still, we gotta deal with Randy somehow. Especially when they can just keep cheesing these on us. Alright, so Muse is being targeted. In that case, I'll put up a perfect guard. And in this stance, we want to hit Randy in the head. This actually seems like it might be a tough fight. Especially if I have to finish both of them off while they're doing 3 double attacks on us. Okay, so we broke Randy. Alright, so Muse is still being targeted, and I don't have the opportunity to dodge that. So, we're just gonna have to keep wailing on Randy here. Alrighty then. So Yuna should be able to finish him off. Alright then. Now it's 3-on-1. This should be a bit more manageable. I'm gonna have to heal Muse soon here. Oh dear god, Rean is just speeding through us here. Alright, in the stance here, his head's his weak point. Not that that helped us very much. What do I even do here? I can charge, it's reasonable. And heal up Yuna's probably the most reasonable thing I can do at this point in time. Either that or I just go for damage. I do like going for damage. Alright, at least Muse can protect herself from this attack. Yikes. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Oh man, this is gonna hurt. Okay, still standing, still in the fight. And this should finish him off. Well, that was almost dangerous, but luckily Ash survived the break there. Definitely helps having the EX orbs to max. Alright then. That was a good fight. Good fight, everyone. And we get 10 fulfillment points for doing that. Alright, the fight's over. Student team wins. Hey, we did it! Oh, that wasn't bad for training. Good work, everyone. Good job, everyone. Yeah, no complaints here. Huh, they've really grown. Yeah, they're really reliable now. School fulfillment greatly increased. That was a good fight. So we'll make another save, and we'll finish our last required quest for the day, which is going to the small fortress once again. Maybe Schmidt can actually tell us something useful about what's going on here. Anyway, talk to the man himself here. And he's looking at his pocket watch. Interesting. Schwarzer, are you ready to start already? No, but... You seem pretty tired. Did you pull another all-nighter? George isn't here right now. You don't have to push yourself. Huh, this much is nothing for me. I finally figured out that Divine Knight after all. Oh, that white Divine Knight from earlier. Did you figure out something about its spatial dislocation power? There's one thing I can say. That Divine Knight itself did not have any kind of supernatural power to manipulate space. Wait, what? It certainly had some strange features, but by no means did it have the power to immediately translocate or control space. In other words, it's impossible to create that miracle. In that case, how are they generating that sort of power? In Crossbell, they were originally able to do it using someone they called the Zero Child. With that power, 3 of the Divine Knights were given supernatural powers. You're not saying... Exactly. Something like that still exists. Something in the Empire that is able to supply those Divine Knights with that kind of power. Oh. The key is definitely in the ley lines. Based on the concept of the orbal net, distance and time's becoming irrelevant. But I'm still not able to figure out what it is that is using it. The experiments that the Society is carrying out are likely demonstrations of its existence. Huh. Thank you. I have a feeling this is an important clue. You are amazing, Professor. Ugh, don't thank me like that. It's not even that big of a hint. Something similar happened in Liberl a few years ago. That incident Russell's granddaughter was involved in was also an experiment of the Society. The Gospel Terminal was functioning in a similar way back then. I see. I think the Bracers were saying something similar. So, what about those Pleroma flowers then? They said those spiritual flowers were in Crossbell too. I'm not interested in those. They aren't in the realm of technology anyway. You should figure that out for yourselves. I suppose you're right, but thank you for telling me all this. That's enough idle chatter. You came to stop the test, right? That's right. It seems that this time will be the end of the fortress for now, then. Yes, and I believe I'll be able to get a good amount of data this time. So, as the final test, I would like to include my 4th student in the mix as well. Tita? Class 7 aside, why do you need her too? Oh, you haven't heard. Huh, I see. Whatever. Come when you're prepared to begin the test. Find me when you're ready. No, I mean, we're as ready as we'll ever be. The test this time will be quite challenging. If that's no problem, we can begin. You are prepared, correct? We'll be going in with Class 7 and Tita. I should be sure there's nothing else I have to do before starting. Am I ready? Yeah, that's no problem. Then contact your students and have them come. Everything is in place. Is that prepared? Yeah, no problem. I'll be ready in 10 minutes. You have 5. That's it. He's the same as ever. But what is that? So then Class 7 was gathered to the small fortress. Alright, I'm pumped. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, you all seem pretty into it. Well, this should be the last of these tests, right? In that sense, it's a great chance for me to go all out. Huh? Sorry for the wait. Oh, she came. What the hell? Aw, she's bringing out her orbital gear. Sci Central Factory, Orbital Gear Mark III. No problems with the orbital gear. Movement testing are clear. Oh, well, that's surprising. So, is this the thing you've been researching this whole time? Yes, this is the bipedal walking unit, orbital gear. It can fire nuclear weapons. No, I'm kidding. This is the 3rd version of this technology from Zeiss Central Factory. Well, I certainly feel Russell's design in his work, at least. He sent it all the way here from Liberl to continue evaluating it. It even has weapons. To think that you transported that all the way here. Are you planning on using that in today's test, Tita? Yeah, I asked Yuna and the others to let me support this time. The orbital gear functions best in a small team, so it sounded like a good idea. I see. It certainly has a different use case than the Soldots. Right, the professor already gave us permission, so it sounded like a good chance to test it out. And we had another request for you as well, instructor. Would you let us go alone with her for this test? Well, that's... Well, if you really want to come along, you can. We were able to fend for ourselves during the mission in the Sea Fortress, though. We wanted to show you objectively what we could do... Sorry, I messed that line up so badly. We wanted the chance to see objectively how much we can do. Without relying on you, instructor. Just with our own power, as we are now. Please, instructor. Everyone. Understood. Let's go with your proposal. Although, it's gonna be tough for me to just watch from the sidelines. But that's part of being an instructor too, I suppose. You're just noticing this now? This dude is like an overprotective parent. I'm still new as a teacher. You need to put up with me a bit. Alright then, let's start the combat briefing. In these tests, The enemy machines are set to automatically track from a wide distance, so you would do well to engage them. Keep in mind the maneuverability of that machine as you use it as well. Right. This is much more high-tech than I imagined. It's in a different way from Clam Soleil. It seems very versatile. I'll be watching your progress from the control center with the professor. I'll help navigate in place of Tita, but I'll leave all the rest of the directions to you. But even still, I would like to try the remote order system. The remote order system? Can you carry out the order function the Arcus 2 using the calm function? In theory, it should be possible, and it has been demonstrated in tests before. Sometimes the Foundation pushes improvements to their own technologies. Roger that. Even when we're apart, I'll be able to feel the instructor's warmth. Hey, Kefka. I'm glad to hear it. This has been a lot of fun for me too. Whatever. I guess we'll try it out. Well, that's it for the briefing. Use the elevator as the starting point like usual. Just like the term exams, this test will be another endpoint for Class 7. Yuna, Kurt, Altina, Muse, Ash, and Tita. Bring out all the strength you've acquired up until now. Right. I'll be counting on you all. Yes, I've played all the games in the series. Except I still technically need to finish the third. I'm like right at the end, but I stopped playing for whatever reason, so... yeah, that's my bad. I still know about all the major plot beats in it, though. But yeah, I played Zero, I played Ow, and I've even talked over and translated it, so... I'm not lost to what went on in the past. I'm lost to what's going on in the future, but I assume that's everybody at this point. Sky 3rd? Yeah, it was hard for me to get into it. It's not my personal preference, but I can see why some people like it. Einhell Fortress Level 4. Alright, let's get started. Level 4. I expect this to be considerably more difficult. Even the monsters wandering around here seem much stronger. This is Rean. Can you hear me? Looks like you've reached the starting point. Leave the navigation to me. The combat and the use of my orders, I'll leave the timing of those up to you. Roger that. Counting on you. You should also choose when to make use of that machine, depending on the situation. And figure out for yourselves if the machine fits your own research objectives. Did I just start Cold Steel 3? No, I'm on Chapter 4 right now, of Cold Steel 3. As for Trail's 3rd chapter, I'm like really far in the end. I bought it when it came out, and I've just kind of like been playing it here and there. Right. It's my first time actually fighting in the small fortress, but I'll do my best. We'll be counting on you. One of the members that resolved that incident in Liberl. It seems like that machine will be particularly useful in combat. You can make combat links with the Arcus 2 as well, right? Yeah, no problem. Well, let's go. Class 7, an orbital gear user. Let's start this mission. Right. Small Fortress Level 4 started. Yeah, I'm definitely planning to play, Trails of Cold Steel 4 when I get the opportunity to. It's just... that might take a while. Geez, Tita's 3 levels higher than the rest of my party. Yeah, let's run with this party for now. Let Ash and Muse take the sidelines for a bit. Lucky? Maybe. I mean, it still is really expensive to import these games, so... No, I didn't want to use that yet. Let's see what this can do. Oh, that's neat. It even has like a distortion sound effect because he's speaking over columns instead of just being right there. Oh, and I got a new craft for Yuna. I'll have to try that out. Alright. Now let me pull up the map here so I actually can see what I'm doing. Alright, there's a terminal here. Looks like the paths that open up vary based on where you activate these terminals from. Oof, that's a lot of enemies. Okay, so it's a buff craft. Alright, let's try it out. Oh. Oh. Okay, so this is the same as Machias's Chrono Break Quartz, or ability, rather. That's pretty useful. Too bad all my arts suck. Man, that support is so lame. Jeez, they really... They really didn't send enough enemies at me, did they? Especially these stupid slimes with a bajillion defense points. Although Tita's just destroying these guys. Tita's so great. Anyway, there's a treasure chest here. The Diamond Nova R spell. Well, just the Diamond Nova spell. It's rare, so it has some buffs to it. So it'll at least be worth considering. I'm having too much fun with nuking these things. Oh, Tita. Aw, Tita got a smaller gun. Speaking of which, I should see what her ornament setup's like. Oh, I have that on her. I probably shouldn't. Not that it's a bad thing, but... look at all these other things I could be leveling up in the meantime. Yeah. Let's just go for maximum damage. Anyway, we want to hit the terminal here. Follow this path around. And instead of going straight ahead, I want to pick up this treasure chest. Get 100 of each sepith. And we've got an event here. No, not really a great time to get that, but whatever. Oh, come on. Whew. Jeez, Tita does not mess around. Oops. Oh, I guess that works. Really awkward way to finish that fight, but whatever. It's all good. Whew, that was scary all of a sudden. It looks like we managed to clear it, though. The Orbital Gear 3 has some pretty impressive strength. Oh, right. Didn't that have some connection to Director Tio? Yeah, the second version was called Eidolon Gear, and it was made through collaboration with the Foundation. Using its testing as reference, this model was tuned significantly. Well, in terms of raw power, it's no match for a Soldat, but it's pretty versatile. It's not bad indoors. Yeah, in that sense, it really can't be classified as a Soldat. I feel as though it'd be useful in disaster recovery and saving lives. I'm glad you agree. But how did you develop a machine like that? Aren't you just a student? It does not seem like Liberl is attempting to develop military technologies to exceed Soldats. Oh. Al, that's rude. But I'm actually kind of curious myself. Former conflict aside, the Empire has a good relationship with Liberl now. It's still a bit strange to see a girl like you studying abroad here, though. I heard that Professor Schmidt and your grandfather are from the same background. Yeah. There are several reasons, but one of them is that I want to grow as an engineer. Another reason that I wanted to go see the land called the Empire, in place of people who are dear to me. And the last is that I made a promise to a certain friend of mine. A promise? That girl is amazing. She can do anything. She lost her beloved family, but now she's moving forward with her new family. I mean, her family's still alive. They just, didn't realize that she was still alive. Actually, that girl already went to the Empire. Crossbell in particular. But due to some circumstances, she couldn't stay. But without missing a beat, she started attending school in Liberl, helping out the guild, and bringing the orbital net to Liberl as well. And I always felt like she was so amazing that I could never reach her. But then one day I realized something. She's just doing everything she can within her own power. She's always trying her best and moving forward to be worthy of the family she lost, and for her new family as well. And it was right at that time I was contacted by George and Olivier. They told me that in the Empire, Dr. Schmidt was working for a school that would allow him to test out all sorts of new technologies. And when it was decided that because of the troubles the guild was facing in the Empire, Agat and one other would go to support. I went and got advice from the people I love. I said that I wanted to expand my horizons even more and enroll in the Thor's Military Academy branch school. It was pretty sudden, so everyone in my family was against it. But that girl alone supported me, and she persuaded everyone else around me. In exchange, she said, "Tita, let's make a promise. I'm not going to tell you to be safe, or not to overdo it, because everyone else has already told you that. But the next time we meet, let's make sure we can show the results of what we worked on." Huh, what a good friend. Yeah, I'm a bit jealous. So the results of your efforts are that machine. I wonder who that girl is. Certainly someone we've never met before. I'm kidding. I heard about this a bit before, but Just hearing about her like that, she doesn't seem like any ordinary person. She's my absolute best friend. What are you all standing around there for? You are in the middle of the level 4 test. If you keep slacking off like this, you'll run out of daylight. So far you're looking good. I'll continue navigation, so be careful and move forward. Right. She really is something. Well, she's definitely different than Russell. Alright, let's move out and finish this test. Right, we need to use our strength and get some good data. Alright, I'm counting on you all. Oh, by the way, Tita, I had to ask, how did you seduce Agate? Yeah, no, it seems like he's so taken with you, and he can't keep his eyes off you. Oh... wait, is it true? So my own possibilities are opened up now. Damn it, Muse, you're being a bad role model to these young kids. I love how Tita just does not deny it. It's like, no, me and Agate aren't like that. Damn it, Rean, stop babying them. Anyway, we'll open this treasure chest. Get an EP charge 4 for our troubles. There's another one of these guys. I don't want to mess around too much with these guys. Not that I don't think I can beat them, it's just that they fight in a very annoying way. Alright. And now that we've got them delayed, down to spam as many turns as possible. Alright, that's one down. I was hoping that would finish it off. Oh well. That didn't quite do it. I don't know how you managed to miss something that big, but you found a way. Alrighty then. Let's push on. An elevator. So we've cleared the first half. Just the first half? Even if we have the orbital gear with us, this is still tough. It feels like the professor and Rean are making this as hard as they can. And even though we have his orders, we're definitely feeling the loss of our main fighting force. Yes, we had Angelica's help in the Sea Fortress after all. Oh, what's wrong? Are you guys exhausted already? Let me know if you guys give up, and I'll come join you. I'm all prepared for before the briefing, remember? Oh, now you're just annoying us now. We're just catching our breath. You don't need to worry about us. Hey, shut up there and just enjoy the show. We'll take care of the second half just as easily. You won't even need to show up. That's the spirit. The second half's even harder. Be careful. Shall we continue? Right. Start the elevator. It seems like they cleared the first half. A little slower than I was predicting. Well, they were talking for a while after all. By the way, that pocket watch looks really intricate. The type you helped us repair last time was much simpler. And this has a persistent calendar function, as well as other features. It consists of about 1,000 pods, about 10 times the number of a normal watch. And it's only mechanical parts, with no orbital technology? I didn't even know you could make something like that. And it looks like it works with a spring. It must be quite old then. This is no antique. This is the work of my own student. That complete idiot who thought he could die before his teacher. Could that be Elisa's dad, who died 10 years ago? Right. Franz Reinfeld, son-in-law of Gwyn, and my first student. This was one of his graduation projects. Well, this was just the project that satisfied the minimal requirements. And he's still holding on to it. Schmidt's more sentimental than I thought he'd be. I see. That explosion accident. What's wrong? Are you alright? No, it's nothing. I have lots I want to ask him, but I don't think this is the time for it. But that machine down there is pretty high spec too. I'm surprised at how well she's able to control it. That's not just a thought, that is a solid piece of technology. Unlike me, she seems to be blessed with Russell's crazy inventive genius. After Makarov and George, I think she's a worthy candidate for being one of your students. Instructor, we've reached the next area. We're counting on you for the navigation. Right. Got it. Be careful. Understood. Alright, let's get the second half started. Tita, please cover us. Leave it to me. Let's go, everyone. Alrighty then. This map looks... I mean, they have. Tita's gotten taller. At least her hair's longer. Oh, the people have aged. Yeah, I read that wrong. My bad. Yeah, it's always nice to see how things have changed over the past few years. 'Cause, I mean, at this point, this has been 4 years since the Brill incident. Alright. This map looks kind of confusing, actually. Alrighty then. Yeah, we got to see Sarah in the last chapter. It's not a bad choice. Guys, Tita's too strong. Goodness. Oh yeah, I don't have any of the DLC. Nice. Don't spoil me on anything. Yeah, I don't have any of the DLC because, again, I had to import physical copies, so... I have to make do with what I've got. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just getting confused by this map. I actually want to go this way first. Alright, 5 U materials there. And what looks like a new type of monster. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna be losing my mind, because, it seems like so much is building up. Can't wait to see how this all unfolds. Dang it, get a bit closer to Kurt. It's all rainbows and kittens, yep. Anyway, I wanna hit this computer here, but they keep talking so I can't. Well, it's always nice to be a bit more hands-off and let your students learn. Otherwise, I mean, you're just kind of holding their hands and they won't learn how to be independent. Oh. Huh. I almost missed this. There's a ladder down here. Might as well check out what's down here. Ah, there's a treasure chest here. Definitely wouldn't want to miss that. There's an orange blossom corsage. I imagine that's the faint prevention item with a few extra bonus stats. The fact that they're giving me one now. Just say I'm a bit nervous about that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that on now, just in case. Because if the boss has faint moves, then I might be in a bit of a pickle. It's definitely the most annoying status effect in this game. Oh, I'm playing this on normal difficulty. Not that I couldn't play this on hard or nightmare, it's just that I find on a first playthrough, normal tends to be the most balanced difficulty. The hard fights are still hard, the easy fights are still easy, it's just the hard fights get absurdly hard when you go into harder difficulty modes because, I mean, the enemies are just bigger piles of stats, and it's hard to have strategy to deal with that. Inside that treasure chest, Power Potion 2, Shield Potion 2, and Mind Potion 2. Those would be helpful if I ever used them. I'd have to agree with that assessment. The only time I ever played on Nightmare is for second playthroughs when I've carried over all of my things. Do I even have any good spells on Yuna? No, this was a decent one. I mean, decent, but... I know exactly how you feel. The reason why I can keep coming back to this, and the reason why I had to get Trails of Cold Steel 3 now. I couldn't wait any longer. Alright. So there's a terminal here. I'm gonna go ahead and flick that on. Gives us a new path forward. Loop around here. I'll avoid that fight if I can. I'll fight this guy though. Jeez. Blew them all to the park there. And the experience I'm getting from these enemies is starting to diminish quite a bit. Alright, looks like we've made it to the end. Just want to head down this ladder first. We don't want to forget the treasure chest down here. That's the blaze bell. So it makes your fire arts cut in half. So that's pretty useful. I mean, if I used arts more frequently, I definitely have a place for it. At the moment I don't really, though. I'm going to ignore this guy here. And just head on right to the end. Just exchange some Sepith here. Heal up, save, and then we'll take on the boss. Okay. Let's see what they've got. It sounds like above us. The Peel Apache, Type S. A flying type archaism? I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. A Peel Apache. It was used by the Society during the Liberal event. To be precise, we captured this from the Society during the Northern Campaign. We've enhanced its firepower and performance a bit, so it operates well even in close quarters. You made that thing stronger? What a crazy old man. Again, that's too much. I did warn you. It's a difficulty level fit for the test. Class VII, Tita Russell. Take it out. This is the result of your last 3 months of training. Sounds perfect. Is everyone ready? Anytime. I'll turn into scrap metal in no time. Look out for machine gun fire from above. Looks like we'll really have to work well with the orbital gear. Tita, we're counting on you. Right. Going in with full force. Oh my. This might be a challenge. Oh, come on, he's right there. Alright. And hopefully with it broken, I should be able to finish it off. If not, well, I'll figure something else out. Okay, I wasn't able to finish it, but got a good deal of damage off on it. Oh, I can't even do that on it. And we're done. That wasn't a hard fight at all. Okay, looks like we got the cat's course up to level 4. Did we get it? It seems like it. Well, it was a pretty stupid enemy, but still. As expected of the Professor's creations, he was incredibly strong. Professor, where were you even hiding that thing? But we did it. We took on an enemy of that caliber without Instructor Rean. Yeah, excellent work. That was without a doubt the strongest enemy we faced in these tests. And you didn't just beat it by following my orders. You beat it by working together with your comrades and using your own judgment. You've certainly shown me what Class VII, what all you guys are capable of. Good job. Really well done. Oh. Instructor. Huh. Would you like me to provide my evaluation on that machine? Yes. I think there are some more adjustments to make to some of the small parts that would have made it easier to move. I still don't think it comes close to anything my grandpa or my mother could create. Yes, well, we knew that from the start. But for this particular test, you just barely earned passing marks. Keep working at it and finish it. Professor! Right, I'll do my best. Oh, isn't that great, Tita? Aw, only barely passing? I wanted to see some more innocent charm when she gets embarrassed. Well, knowing that professor, that's impossible to ask for. And that concludes the summary test for the Small Fortresses, level 4. We'll be waiting for you outside the entrance. Be careful on the way back. So I guess we should head back then. So it seems like we'll have a break from the tests in this place for a while. Well, knowing that, then Professor will be hard at work at something new soon. Oh, don't even say that. Now that you mention it, the probability does seem high. Well, I'll be sure to let you guys know if anything changes. Oh dear. Quest complete. And we received the... I'm not sure what that is. 1 second. The Moon Fang. Okay, that's what it's called. And 5,000 Mira. I'm not exactly sure what the Moon Fang does. Oh. What? I didn't know I had an unopened slot here this whole time. Oh, okay, it's a status down thing. Cool. I really should update some of these at some point. But I don't need to worry about that for the moment. Anyway, let's rest up. And I could fast travel back at any time, but I just want to do something first. Oh, no, I'm good. Come at me, clown shoes. That's marginally annoying. Alright. Now I feel good enough to fast travel back. And I'm gonna make a new save. Alrighty then. The instructor is waiting for us on the first floor. Are we ready to go? After that, Class 7 met Rean Schmidt at... Class 7 met Rean and Schmidt at the entrance. And after they were evaluated individually, they were dismissed. Class 7, thank you so much. Thanks to y'all, I got to experience so much new data. No, that was a rare experience for us, too. When you make it better, I want to ride it too. You might be too big for it, Ash. Oh, but I did want you guys to test it too, actually. If the data is only for me, future versatility will be biased. Well, when the time comes, please reach out to us. Best of luck fixing it up, Tita. Right. Well then, I'm going to return the orbital gear. Instructor Rean, thank you for your help with the test. No, thank you for assisting Class 7. Are you going to be starting adjustments as soon as you get back? That's right. First I have to get a hold of the parts, and then disassemble it. And fourth student, I sure hope you're not forgetting about that. What's that? Oh, right! The manual arrives today. Yes, the actual arrival date is the day after tomorrow, so be sure to read it from front to back. You can start adjusting your machine, but make sure you don't lose track of time. Understood. Well then, please excuse me. So, what exactly are you talking about? He'll be here just in time for the next Soldot's training. It's a very special, limited-time practice machine. A special practice machine? You'll find more about it tomorrow. Well, you should look forward to it. Anyway, including this mission, we've managed to gather a lot of good data from the missions in the small fortress. For further testing, I'm already preparing something. Well, try to take it easy. But that means there won't be any new levels for a while, right? That's right, until further expansion is completed. Well, you guys performed well. I'll let you know when I have something new prepared. I'll prepare for it with my students. Just try to keep our interests and constraints in mind. Thank you very much, Professor Schmidt. I can really tell that the students, including Tita, have grown a lot thanks to these tests. And you've always been helping us out with investigating the Divine Knights, or with Valamar's sword. Stop that already. I'm not here for your thanks. I'm merely here to satisfy my own intellectual curiosity. There's nothing more and nothing less. Intellectual curiosity. That must include the Society, the Black Workshop, and the Divine Knights, right? And they're both very conspicuous. That's about half right. The Society continues to produce technology at a technical level that should be impossible. The Black Workshop, which is associated with the ancient gnomes, similarly produces technology like the humanoid androids, the Divine Knights. They're both very conspicuous, and it goes without saying that they should be investigated. Well, your Ashen Knight and that Black Rabbit have no ideas, it seems. Yeah, Altina and Valimar both have no memories about where they came from. And as for my ogre power, I don't care a lick about that. I'm interested in the feedback from the Divine Knights. Straight to the point as always. Oh, but along those lines, have you developed a new type of soldat? Models have been improved, but there haven't been any new types since the Civil War. Huh. The revisions to the soldats are well out of my hands. After all, the soldats were not my invention in the first place. If the creator wants a new model, he should make it himself. Huh? But wait a minute, I thought you were the inventor of the soldats. Didn't you invent them based off the Azure Knight that Duke Cayenne had? An old unit called the Azure Knight Ordine, and the doll weapons of the Society. Reinford was able to mass-produce the soldat units by using those as reference. After several failed iterations and blueprints, the Draken-type unit was produced. I was there when it was unveiled. Invention, design, and development are three different things. I was in charge of design and development. In the process of designing it, I did refer to the joints and so forth of the Azure Knight. But the person who came up with the concepts for the 5 types that currently exist is somebody else. And who would that be exactly? Oh no. I found his notes after he died 10 years ago in that accident. This was the true project he intended to present to me as his graduation project. Shit. Reinford designed the soldats. So then, 4 years ago, when I received a request from Duke Cayenne, I undertook the design work to make it into a reality. And my foolish student's concept finally saw the light of day. Man, that's wild. If my working theory is true here, then Franz Reinford certainly is an interesting character in all this. I mean, it's a working theory, so I don't want to like say it out loud in case it actually is spoilers, but I don't think Franz Reinford is dead. That's what I'm going with. After that, Rean headed back to the main school building for the briefing. Rean, is something bothering you? You have a pretty concerned look on your face. Did something happen in the small fortress? The students in the orbital gear fought alone this time, right? Oh, yeah, and the result was even better than I thought. It's just... Hey, Toa? Are you still in contact with George? Sorry, are you still having trouble getting in contact with George? Yes. Although it did seem he entered the laboratory at the Institute of Technology. I think he's just busy with all his work as a special research student. Oh, is that so? I found his notes 10 years ago after he died in that accident. Don't flash back to things we just saw like 5 minutes ago. The professor's first student, Franz Reinford. I can't just ask Elisa about this directly. Sorry for the wait. Oh, you're late. We have a few guests with us today. Please, enter. Everyone, go ahead. Excuse us. Oh, there it is, Kefka. Your waifu. The Purple Lightning. Fee and Laura. Long time no see. Huh, haven't seen you since Sutherland. I never thought we'd see each other again so soon. But why are you here? Oh, snap. Oh. You're... Long time no see, Rean, Herschel. And there are some of here with whom I am not acquainted. So, let me introduce myself. I am the Lord of Legram in the south of the Empire. My name is Victor Arsaid. I also serve as the Captain of the Courageous. It's nice to meet you all. Man, what's Victor doing here? No way! I never thought I'd meet the famous Radiant Blade Master here. I'm honored to be in your presence. Huh. I have heard about you from Laura and Sarah. I am grateful for you lending the strength to help protect the tradition of this great school. I'm not that strong, though. But the fact that both you and Sarah are here... Seems like the next training mission will be a special place after all. Correct. Due to the short preparation period, you may have already guessed it, but... This time, the special training will take place in the Imperial capital Heimdall and the surrounding areas. Because it only takes 30 minutes to arrive by train, we can leave early in the morning. Working in the capital exactly when the Solstice Festival is happening. In the meantime, the Courageous should be wary of hitting skyscrapers from above. But I'm assuming that the timing of these exercises was planned this way on purpose. I see. But then why are you here, Instructor Sarah? And Fee? Are there more movements from the Society or the Jaegers? No, it's the opposite. The Red Constellation, Zephyr, and Nidhogg? There's been no movement of any of the Jaegers active in the entire Empire. And the Society and the Workshop are the same way. We haven't detected any movement of large machinery or that masked man. But that's bad in its own way. How do you mean? Let us just come out and say it. Currently in the capital, some troublesome forces are at work at a large scale. You're speaking of a proud military force, not the society. Comparable in strength to the Empire. That's... I'm pretty sure only one place fits that description. The eastern country of Calvard, right? At the present moment, I cannot even mention it. But there is interest in strengthening security around the Imperial capital. And so, an arrangement between the Imperial government and the Imperial family was made. The Crimson Wings and Thors, and the Bracer Guild. These three parties will be responsible. What? Even though the guild's activity is restricted? It sounds like that restriction has largely been rescinded. In exchange, they're expected to be vigilant around the capital. At least, that seems to be the current proposal. Is that right? Wait, so what about the two closed-down guild branches in the capital? Right. We don't know if they were serious yet, but they gave us permission to reopen them. If something does start to go down, harm might come to the citizens, so they can't very well leave the guild the way it is now. In case it comes down to it, we've made arrangements for support from Lemon State as well. Well, it might be necessary to get some other help as well. In any case, that's the situation as it stands. Lord Arsaid, Lady Valstein. Regardless of the intentions of the government, seems there is no opposition to having these three parties intervene. It would be good for all of us to commit to it here and now. And there are no arguments on behalf of the courageous. Right, no problems here either. Very well, then we will give you the details. Sounds like this is going to be tough for us, too. But it definitely makes me feel better with everyone here. Right, we'll be counting on all of you. It's interesting that they'd let the Bracer Guild just, hop into it. But the reasoning does make sense. I'm just wondering why they didn't do this in the first place. Certainly didn't have the Bracer Guild's help during the Civil War. Well then, I will take my leave. Herschel, I apologize, but it is urgent. Can you please draft a plan for mobilizing? Yeah, please excuse me. There seems to be a lot piled up for all of us. Excuse me as well. Later, Rean. And, later everyone. I apologize for not greeting you properly before. It has been a long time, teacher. At least 5 years. Indeed you have changed. That sword has overcome both the Vander and Arsaid schools. I am honored and proud of your accomplishments. Thank you for your kind words. She was one of your dad's students? Yeah, she is. This is pretty different from when we were at the Sea Fortress. Oh yeah, that must be her relationship with her teacher showing. Oh, what was that? That's nothing important. Once again, it's good to see you, sir. It's been at least a year. I'm glad you look well. And you have all changed and grown so much. Master Yoon must be proud of you. I still think I have a long way to go. I wasn't expecting to see Laura and Fee here, though. I know Fee is here as a bracer, but how about you, Laura? Well, I don't actually plan to board the Courageous. I'm planning to offer my support to the guild and head to the capital as well. Well, even though we're all gathering, our forces are spread pretty thin. It was great that Toval offered to board the Courageous as a liaison. she might be just as strong as him anyway. Well, I admit, I do feel bad for him. Miss Laura, it seems you've earned the right to be a full member of the Arseid School. Would you care to show off that skill you've acquired? Are you certain? I was, in a sense, your older sister, after all. And did you not hear? Schwarzer and I had a duel with a certain someone. The Iron Maiden, the true form of Saint Leanne Sandlot. That's true. She didn't really have the aura of such a legendary figure. In that case, please let me face you. As my sister, the woman who has mastered the Vanderstyle, who served as commander of the armed forces, I want an opportunity to challenge the one who fought the Saint, the Golden Rakshasa. Very well, then. But let us have that contest later. 10 years have passed since I was your apprentice, and I finally qualified. Today, I seek to challenge the best sword in the Empire. Face me, Radiant Blade Master, Victor S. Arseid. I accept, Golden Rakshasa, Aurelia Le Guin. Oh god, we're getting another legendary duel with Aurelia here. If Leanne was the strongest woman of the Empire 250 years ago, Victor Arseid is the strongest man of the Empire now. His famous sword, Galan Charl, and her famous sword, Arcadia. They are both said to have been forged by craftsmen in the War of the Lions era. Is that so? Their builds are certainly similar. That's true. It's starting. It has been 10 years since you were my student. You studied under Zex and Mateus, and have mastered the way of the Arseid School. And you're the one who set the boundaries of the Arseid way. It seems you have even surpassed the former member of the Eisenritter. This is... what can I even say? Even their swords have an aura. Yes, it's very dim, but... What? What? And that's the match. I didn't see it. My student, I am impressed you've made it this far. Yes. As I am now, I'm even stronger than you. But if you were in your normal state, I'm not sure if that would be the case. Huh? So it was true. No. The result would be the same. The fact that you could cross swords with the Saint means that your sword is complete. And you've noticed the emptiness, have you? Yes. For what reason do you wield your sword? It seems that more than before, you have finally accepted an answer to that question. In any case, let us renew our training from here on. That's true. I don't really get what they're talking about. Don't worry, neither do I. Sounds like this will go on for quite a while. I saw quite a match. My poor quality sword and style would certainly spoil the aftermath of such a fight. Oh? But this is a rare opportunity. What? As expected of my teacher. Rather, let us carry out something a little grander. Purple Lightning, Laura, Schwarzer, and the Zephyr Sylphide. Face us! The Radiant Blade and the Rakshasa! No? I don't want to die. No way. No, that's not possible. They sound serious. I believe in the future with you. Laura, Fee, Rean, Lord Arcade. I guess if you say that much. There is no higher opportunity than this. We accept your request. Good spirit, everyone. Can you all reach the peak of martial arts? Show me what you've got. Right. I don't want to die. Oh, thank God! I can at least adjust my quartz and stuff. All right. How do I want to do this? Oh God. They really don't like me, do they? Please tell me I have something more with the evasion buffs. I don't think I do, but it's worth a look. Nope. I don't think so. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna have to hope this is enough. Oh, do I not have enough evasion to pull this off? Okay, no. Just barely enough. I could add some more if need be. Alright. I can only pray that this is enough. Here we go. Come on, you're supposed to be targeting Fee. That's why she's in the front. Alright, well. Jesus Christ. Oh, come on. Alright, Aurelia's broken. Oh god, stop it. Stop it. You stop that right now, sir. Okay. Both broken, which means I stand a chance. Come on, Laura. Let's show them the true might of the Arcade School. I'm not done yet. Victor's down. This is gonna be tough. But I won! That was a tough fight. Managed to pull it off, though. Oh. We somehow survived that. They're on a completely different level. Impressive work. You've also mastered your spirit unification, Rean. And Laura, you seem closer to mastering the way of the Radiant Blade. Sir. Thank you for your guidance. Huh, that was a good use of time. Very well then, teacher. I'll be taking my leave here. Laura, Purple Lightning, Sylphid, let us all meet again once we have the chance. That was a good ending. For her, and for me as well. Father? Sir, could it be true? Yes. It is true that my sword is not as sharp as it once was. Since about 1.5 years ago. Oh. The Crimson Palace. From when you faced the almighty conflagration of the Society? Yes, the smoke from that battle hurt my respiratory system. And my muscles have become dull. It's difficult to recover. No way. But that is not a problem. Huh? My will allows me to control my sword by attaining logic and chance. Even if I lose my sword myself, those things will never leave me. And it should be the same for you as well. Excuse us. We had heard some special guests were here, so... We ended up coming down here during the middle of your fight. How could they be this strong? I should have recorded this. I wanted to fully measure their combat strength. Oh boy. I was so into the fight I didn't notice them. Well, I hope it was a good example for you all. Yes, absolutely. Sir, I have not seen you for a long time. Huh, we met in the capital. I heard from Mateus and my daughter. So it seems you've chosen the Vander way. Yes. I had heard that Lorne Vander had a rare twin sword style. And you're aiming for that yourself. Oh. That must be... That one was the right-hand man of Prince Dreikel's. Huh. But you all look to have good spirit. Rean, these are your students. Yes, this is the new Class 7 of Thors, my students. God damn. I still can't believe I won that fight. I'm so glad evasion tank strategies still work in this game. I'm gonna have to reset Victor's quartz after this fight, though. Well then, Sarah, I'll take my leave for now. We're heading for the capital ahead. Right. I'll be coming there at night. Thanks for everything, sir. Did you have some business at Ninevall, perhaps? Oh, with Jingo? That store seems to have information for the Intelligence Division and the Guild. Even the Jaeger Corps visit there sometimes. Oh, I just have a message here from an information guy named Micht. It's nothing for you guys to worry about. Of course we'll worry about it. And that store has been very suspicious to me for a while. Huh. So it seems... Sorry. Well, it seems like we heard before that you'd be coming to the capital soon. We'll finally be able to honor that promise we all made together. Yeah. This must be truly a blessing of Adios. I'll be talking about it with the new members tonight. Yeah, sounds good. There's a lot to talk about, but I guess I'll have to wait. Fee. I heard about all of it from Sarah. About the Jaeger King. About Zeno and Leo. And also, about the Masked Man. Right. And I heard about the Iron Maiden. The Steel Maiden. But of course, I'm surprised. Although, it does seem to be genuine from what we can tell. The S and R name comes from Sandlot, her family's famous name. In that sense, it is as much our problem as it is anyone else's. But let's leave it at that for now. Let us all prepare for the crisis that is awaiting us. Right. Understood. Well, we finally figured out what the S in their name meant. And it was as most people thought. It is actually Sandlot. Alright, I'm gonna be taking care of some business myself. And then I'll be getting on a train, so this is goodbye. Yeah, we'll see you again soon. It was good to see you again. Huh. But it sounds like our special training destination's already been decided. Since you guys let it slip after all. Oh. Well, that was careless of me. I see. It does make sense. I figured it'd be somewhere close by. Oh, please don't tell everyone else. You'll get all the details on Wednesday as usual. Understood. After that, Toa returned to the school, and the students went their own ways. It's evening now, but it's probably a bit too early to turn in for the dorm. I don't think I'll have much more downtime this week, so I should take care of everything I need to do. Even still, it feels like we got some unexpected divine aid coming to us today. Now I am feeling like I'm finally grasping just how we fought and beat the Saint. Rean's S-Craft, 7 Blades Fallen Leaves, has turned into 7 Blades Leaf Cutter. And we got an accessory for Rean. And I guess, yeah, some messages on our Arcus too. Anyway, let's check out what we picked up. Ah, it's the headset. Interesting. Well, that was a hell of a fight. Thank God for Laura and Fee, right? I hope I didn't lose my evade quartz that I put on. Seriously, where is it? Of course, Kurt doesn't have the innate evasion that Fee does, so he's kind of left out in the lurch when it comes to some of this stuff. Eh, whatever. I'll worry about fixing all that stuff later. Anyway, there's bonding events with Sarah, Muse, and Kurt available to us. And we do have 2 bonding points, so that's interesting. However, I think I'm going to call it an episode here. I've gone on for 3 hours after all, and it seemed like a climactic place to leave it off on. So, I'll be calling an episode here. Have a good night, everyone. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're just watching this on Twitch, thank you all for coming today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Have a good night.